Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Yes! Morning! Thanks for being here. 888-900-3393. It's Thanksgiving Eve. So the eve of Thanksgiving Eve.
It's breaking down the calendars.
Yeah. Yes. Because otherwise, how are you going to know?
You won't.
How are you going to know? You're not. And you'd just be lost without us. So you're welcome. You're welcome. That's what we're here for, you know. All kinds of stuff. We are loaded, jam-packed full of stuff today that we've got to get into. First of all, the SCOTUS. Supreme Court is going to decide if web designers must design websites for same-sex couples. On December 5th, the justices will hear the oral arguments in 303 Creative versus Elenis, a clash between free speech and LGBTQIA2 plus rights. Bloomberg News Supreme Court reporter Greg Storr joins some show to talk about it, and they did. It's just fascinating to me that we're still talking about this. How is it possible that you can't decide you don't want to do something that's against your religious beliefs? How's that possible? Do we not have a religious protection in the Constitution? Because I think we do.
I thought we were over. You know what?
We're going to force people to do these things? You can't.
You can't force people to do that.
No.
You can't force people to do that.
And you need to mute your...
I am getting it.
Don't take it out on me. You're the one who's got the computer on. Dummy. Yeah, so I guess, and I don't know, the cake thing, I don't know that I've ever thought it would violate my principles. Yeah, here's a cake, whatever. That doesn't mean I support you or support what you're doing.
But it does. But they believe that, right? Okay, so if I sell you the cake, no problem, right? But if I have to put something on there,
related to same-sex marriage,
right?
Then they feel it violates their principles,
right?
And that's, I guess that would be especially true for a website. And what is this? The only website developer in the world?
That's my point. What happened to walk down the street?
Yeah, go somewhere else. Can't we just tell them that? Go somewhere else. I'm not going to do it, but they will. They're perfectly fine down the street. There's web designers who wouldn't have any problem at all, but nope, they must have this one. You know what it is? They're just trying to persecute these people. It's not that they respect their work so much that nobody else can do it. It's that they want to create this kind of problem for them.
Right.
And they've done that at web design places. They've done it at bakeries. They've done it all over the place. And it just keeps happening. Wedding photographers, stop it. Can't you just stop and go somewhere else? It's not that big a deal. But they don't really want to get along.
No.
They want to
create
this,
not. Yes, absolutely.
This problem.
Absolutely.
And they're going to keep doing it. But maybe the Supreme Court will once and for all rule in such a way that it's general enough to protect all these people with these businesses that are being forced into doing this stuff. Up until now, they've made narrow rulings that don't fix the problem. Fix the problem. Right. It shouldn't be tough. It should not be, especially for this Supreme Court, who just overturned Roe v. Wade. You can't put a stop to this? Of course they could. If they wanted to, they could. And they could do it right now with this ruling. So I guess that's coming up on December 5th. We'll be looking for that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Barack Obama says Fox News and right-wing media have created a filter that is preventing bipartisanship.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I hate when that happens. Barack Obama stopped by The Daily Show Thursday night discussing the midterms, democracy as a whole, and more. And according to the former president, places like Fox News and other right-wing media outlets have created a filter that is preventing this bipartisanship. During his interview with Trevor Noah, Obama explained that while he was running for president and re-election, he had an easier time potentially swaying conservative voters. Oh my gosh, what conservative voter was swayed by Barack Obama? Oh my gosh. Because the right-wing influence media wasn't so prevalent. Oh, really? Is that okay? This drives me out of my mind. So, Fox News and a few podcasts have overpowered ABC, NBC, CBS, CNN, MSNBC, the New York Times, the LA Times, the Washington Post, USA Today, Time, Newsweek, primetime TV, movies, streaming TV and movies, virtually all actresses and actors, rock music, the educational system, from grade school through almost every single college. Yeah, the right has a really big advantage. Yeah, I mean, everything is going for them, and they still whine and complain about it. They're still victims. I can't take it.
I mean, did you see? I think we have Michelle Obama.
Oh, that's great.
Was still being
hair.
the victim.
Yeah,
saying that she could not wear her regular hair.
What is her regular hair? She wanted it braided or whatever?
Yeah, it had to be straightened and or braided, yeah.
Well,
I thought we had that.
We can't handle people with braids? Is that what it is?
I guess so.
I've seen a lot of braids, and it hasn't sent me into a tizzy yet.
Cut 3.
Here she is, Michelle Obama, on her hair.
As black women, we deal with it. The whole thing about, do you show up with your natural hair? You know, braid, y'all.
What'd you say?
Braid, y'all.
But, you know, as
Braid,
First
y'all.
Lady, I did not wear braids. The first one. I just did. We had to tease up on the people. Because I thought about it.
Stupid.
I was like, it would be easier. Nope, they're not ready.
And the former First Lady.
Who said they're not ready for it?
Her.
Yeah, her. Why? Because she hates Americans. She's always hated Americans. She was proud of her country for the first time in her life when her husband got the nomination. Okay, we're ready for a man named Barack Hussein Obama. We're ready for that, but we can't handle your braided hair. Shut up.
I know.
Oh, shut your stupid mouth. He's
Still trying to play the victim.
agonized. Still a victim.
Still a victim.
First Lady of the United States of America for 8 years. They get out of office. They make $100 million deals with multiple networks,
Yes.
and they're still victims. She still couldn't wear her hair in braids the way she wanted to because America's not ready. According to whom? Unbelievable.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah. We'll elect a guy who has the same middle name as our freaking enemy in Iraq that we're fighting a war with, but we can't handle your braids. Shut up. God. Ah! I don't know. How do we do it every day?
I don't know.
I mean, every
don't
day, the stupidity just piles on, and everybody's laughing about it.
Oh, yeah.
She is mocking America here, and you're laughing about
Absolutely.
it.
They did full reports on African American reporters who straightened their hair and, were told allegedly by their bosses that they couldn't have the TV job if they had their regular hair. They had to wear their hair a certain way. Maybe it's true. I don't know.
I mean, we pay guys with certain types of hair that we supposedly can't handle. We pay them tens of millions of dollars in the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball. But we can't handle the first lady who has, I don't know, whatever kind of hair. She can't braid her hair. Shut up. I can't. Oh, I just can't take it. Wow. it just shows the enmity they have for the United States of America. It really does. It shows the disgust they feel, the hatred they feel for America. And it just backs up that she was serious when she said she was proud of her country
Absolutely.
for the very first time. Only when her 100%. Husband was nominated for president.
100%. And they still, that whole Obama administration, all those years, they did nothing but talk about bringing us back to the 50s of racism and hatred is agonizing.
Yeah. When he could have been a transformative president.
It should have been.
He could have.
We were on the cusp
we could have gotten,
of being great.
How much further could we be along with race relations in this country if he would have handled it properly? I mean, we'd be light years away from where we are right now. But no, he had to play into it.
The world would have changed. The world would have changed for the better.
Absolutely.
For the better.
Absolutely.
And he just pulled us back down.
Nope. Yeah, he made it worse. And Biden is making it worse still.
Well,
I mean, Biden is maybe the biggest racist who's ever been in office. If you listen to that idiot, jeez. I mean, from the very beginning in 2008 when he was talking about Barack Obama, still became his vice president, but that clean, sort of good-looking, nice-smelling. He wasn't smelly or anything.
I'm okay with people like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the first sort of mainstream African American who is articulate and bright and clean and nice-looking guy.
Nice-looking guy, didn't stink all the time. It's a storybook, man. You just don't find that.
You don't.
Anywhere.
You don't find a lot of people out there.
Just that comment. How do you freaking survive? Just that comment. You pile all the rest of it on top of it. And the guy's maybe the biggest racist in the history of American politics. Who else has said things that blatant and that ugly? Come on. Come on. That's a storybook,
That's a storybook, man.
And then Barack Hussein Obama makes him his vice president.
Oh, I know.
Just incredible.
Man, he's got some serious juice when he became vice president, man.
Yeah.
He was the terrible.
That's why he's president
He was
now.
a terrible guy as a senator, but he didn't really have, he had, senator power.
Yeah, and nobody paid attention to him much.
And he rode the train back and forth to Delaware and brought lunches
2 million
to the
miles.
house.
He talked to Ange about that quite a few times. He and Ange discussed how it was nothing, the air travel that he made. The train travel was really something.
That's something.
Yeah, 2 million miles. Or maybe it was 10 million. I'm not sure.
I don't remember what it was.
Because Ange was dead at the time, and I'm not sure he gave him the right numbers. But
you may have given him the wrong number when he was dead?
Yeah, he might
Really?
have. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think Ange was quite as good with his memory when he died as he was before, during life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right, let me tell you about iTarget Pro. If there was ever a story that best encapsulated how bad crime has become, it's the one about Starbucks providing baristas with active shooter training because our cities just aren't safe anymore. And while the Supreme Court has made it easier for you to conceal carry for protection, it's your responsibility to be properly trained. And that's why I endorse iTarget Pro. This system allows you to dry fire practice with your actual firearm anytime in the safety and privacy of your own home. You don't have to go to the range and spend a bunch of money. It's expensive to go to the shooting range. And then you talk about also adding in, the practice ammo, which is super expensive if you can even get it. Go to iTarget Pro. You'll save 10% plus free shipping with the offer code PAT. iTargetPro.com. The letter I, then TargetPro.com. iTargetPro.com.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Oh, do we have the, speaking of idiots, Do we have the John Mellencamp photo?
Yeah, I almost threw it to that when we were talking about people hating America.
Yeah, this is a good place for
It's
it.
no surprise.
This is our Hate America section.
I mean, it's no surprise that Mellencamp hates America. He's hated
everybody
America for a
knows that.
long time.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
there he is at the game over the weekend, though.
here he is at the Indianapolis Colts game.
Everybody's standing but him.
And there's and a kid behind him, and I'm not sure who the kid is. But now that's the owner's suite.
Yeah, and they're there for the national anthem, so
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
why they're standing.
It's Military Day. They've got the field size flag out, paying homage to obviously the United States and the military. I don't have time for that.
Yeah,
I don't have time for that.
he can't be bothered. Of course, he was big during the Colin Kaepernick thing, defending Kaepernick for kneeling. So he likes that in the first place.
And that's been proven didn't go over well.
Yeah, I know.
With the audience.
I know. But look at that again. I mean, here's this rich American made incredibly wealthy by this country, and there he sits during the national anthem.
Right. And his, $300,000 suite.
Well, I think it's a total disgrace. And I say, when he fights authority, authority always wins.
Thank you.
When he fights authority, authority always wins. There he is bashing up against authority again. Not really authority.
No.
He's bashing up against his country.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes,
I mean, you can't be
absolutely.
bothered to stand up for the national anthem. Is that too much to ask? Really? For all you've gotten from this nation, you can't stand for the national anthem.
Absolutely.
What a piece of garbage. Again, I think it's a total disgrace. So there you go.
That's awesome. I feel bad when I listen to his music because I like a lot of his songs.
Do you now?
And
Do you?
I do.
Okay.
And-
Good.
and
Of course you do.
I feel.
Of course you do.
What do you mean by that?
Okay, you like stuff like that from really bad people. Actually, I will admit there's a few songs from Mellencamp that I like, but mostly not because I had to play them too much
Oh yeah,
on the
big-
radio.
yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And I'm sick to death of them. And then, when he
And then he
started
turned it- yes.
bad mouthing
That's
America.
what I mean.
Yeah, I can't.
That's just like
Sorry,
it's
I
the
can't.
same thing as the actors that come across in real life.
Yep.
I have to work at enjoying their work because I have to get past what they've said in their personal lives.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating.
It is frustrating. And I'm sick and tired of these people. Why are they all so anti-American?
I don't
Isn't
know.
it weird?
I don't know.
Just incredible. They get into these little groups and I don't know. And they're all so successful. They're all enjoying the fruits of everything this nation has to offer. The freedom that we allow you to go out and make something of your life.
What made them be successful? Along
Right.
with their obvious hard work and talent.
Yeah, they've got hard work. They've worked hard, no doubt. They've got talent. But you're able to apply that trade,
Correct.
utilize those talents, and become really successful in this nation. Have big homes, nice cars, all kinds of
Let me know how,
luxury
let me
in
know
your
how
life.
life worked out for you if you were born in Qatar.
Yeah, right.
John.
Right. Or China. You wouldn't be where you are today. That's for dang sure. Is he still going out with Meg Ryan, too?
I don't know.
It's a pretty sweet life, whatever it is.
He's had a sweet life.
Sweet life.
He's had about 80 heart attacks now. He does. He says. I don't think he says it's because of smoking because he still smokes all the time.
Of course it's from smoking.
No, it's not. Because
It's
he doesn't
not.
drink. No, shut up. He said it wasn't.
Oh, okay. If he
All
said
right.
it wasn't, it must not be. Surely John Cougar Mellencamp wouldn't lie.
Thank you. He doesn't drink, and he said so, which I guess is good because that equals out.
Also, do you remember when he first came out in the 70s? It was John Cougar.
Yeah.
Then it was John Cougar Mellencamp. Then it was just John Mellencamp. Then it was
Because
Mellencamp. Then it was John.
Because he went ahead and changed his name because they said, "Hey, we'll make you a star.
Yeah.
Change your name."
Yeah.
And so they did.
They did.
And then he realized, thanks for making me a star, but that's not my real name. I want to use my real name. Mm-hmm. So they went to the Cougar Mellencamp, and then it's just John Mellencamp. But amazingly, he was allowed to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Huh.
Again, in a nation of, freedom. And opportunity. And capitalism helped you thrive, right?
Oh, weird.
Sheesh.
Oh,
Yeah,
weird.
I haven't seen that he's given away all of his money
No.
and lives in a mud hut.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't.
No, he does
Okay.
not.
Yeah,
No.
I didn't think he did.
The one interview I saw of his property, the one property that and I don't know how many properties John has. I'm sure he has
Probably
more
several.
than one.
Yeah.
But the one property that he had was hundreds of acres, and he's
in Indiana.
yeah, hundreds of acres. He rides. He was happy about his little motorbikes and all his little toys that he rides around the property on. And I'm sure you could just stop by and say hello anytime you wanted to.
Oh, sure.
You just come up.
John would be happy to see
right.
you. Yeah. Happy to see you and share his wealth and his
Just
success.
stop by.
He loves to do that.
Oh man!
If you're homeless, especially, go out to his ranch and just hang out because he loves that.
If the gates close, just push the button.
Yeah, he'll let you right on in.
He'll let you in.
Right on in. As soon as he sees your face in his monitor, that gate's going to swing right open.
It's open.
And there he is.
These people, man.
In the freaking luxury suite of the owner, where you would probably have to pay. What do those run? Like millions, I think, a year. An average wealthy person can't afford them.
No, okay. Well, you get one of
And
those
you
smaller,
never get invited
those
to
smaller
that.
boxes are, I think, 100 to 200,000, and that's for the rights of the suite.
Yeah.
Right. So then you have to pay for the tickets,
Right.
and the food.
Yeah.
And
that's not free.
The whole thing. No, they don't. They don't provide that for free.
They don't.
Now
no.
you may go to the suite and have it provided to you for free.
Right, but somebody has
Somebody's
paid for that.
paying for that.
Mm-hmm. The owner of the suite is paying for it.
Yes, absolutely.
And it is nice. I mean, that's.
Oh, I mean,
you ever get to go to a luxury suite, take that opportunity and do it because it's nice. And they're not eating the same food that the riffraff below them are eating.
well, you can go
Tell
down.
you that.
You can bring it up.
You could,
if you
yeah.
have somebody
I
bring it up
wouldn't
to you.
because something's coming in that suite that's pretty delicious.
Unless you're at the Jacksonville Stadium. I did a story yesterday on Chewing the Fat where Jacksonville Stadium, they found, they did an inspection and they had like hundreds of violations. And
Oh,
they
wow,
found
really?
some rat droppings.
Oh,
and they
no
found
way.
a couple of dead rats.
Oh,
where is that?
In a luxury suite?
Well, at the stadium.
Okay.
I mean, the Jaguar Stadium.
Wow.
What is that? The NIAA Bank Stadium or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dead rodents and 129
Yikes.
violations. Now, a lot of the violations were, they call them health violations, but they were, paperwork that wasn't done properly.
Okay.
So, you give them a little bit of break. Don't just those rodent droppings and those dead rats over there, though. Don't worry about those. We'll get those later.
I kind of am.
No,
worried
don't worry about
I
those.
shouldn't. I shouldn't worry about it.
No, don't worry about it.
All
I
right.
mean, that's the fine line between. I mean, the stadiums are no different than the restaurants, right? I mean, they fine line. We kind of don't want to know.
Yeah.
Just bring me my food. I don't want to know.
Right.
And there's, they have all kinds of. I mean, we have health inspectors for a reason, right? I mean, we can make fun of them and joke around, but that's what we have them for, to kind of keep us at bay from the rats.
Right.
I mean, I saw a report where, speaking of issues, I see where Beyond Meat has issued a report where someone leaked where their factory was riddled with mold and bacteria.
Really?
And,
The plant-based meat product?
Yep.
No.
That's what the report said. It was a document that was released.
Wow.
They obtained internal documents stating that various contaminants, including string, metal, wood, and plastic, been found in the Beyond Meat products produced at this one particular plant. So, just saying. Don't worry.
Now, how hungry are you for Beyond Meat food?
Now, I know they had the big recall of like 100,000 pounds of ground beef here in Texas not long ago. There was now this out of an abundance of caution. We're calling it a recall because they found slivers of mirror-like substance in the ground beef.
So like glass.
No one has gotten hurt or gone to the hospital because of it. But yeah, there was some sort of mirror product in there. So
that's not good.
Well, just cook it up and eat it. Shut up.
Yeah, that glass will just slide down your gullet. Don't worry about it. Shut up.
Nobody. I mean, I have not seen any mirror-like substances in my burger.
No, I have not either.
House, so.
I'm kind of grateful for that.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. There's not much reason to go to the Beyond Meat thing.
No, there is not.
It's not better for you. They just had a study. Did we talk about this yesterday? I don't think so. They just had a study that says red meat, there's almost no evidence that it has any ill side effects to your health.
We talked about it on Glenn. We didn't talk about it here.
No side effects at all. There's nothing bad about it.
Fine.
They couldn't find anything.
No, it's fine. All those reports that
causes cancer or whatever. No. Nope. Huh. Okay.
I know.
Whereas the Beyond Meat thing was compared to dog food. Remember that report?
I do.
It has the same ingredients as dog food.
Well,
so
I eat a plant-based centered life.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor Adams. I mean,
there it is.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's really good for you. I think I'll stick to my meat, the actual meat from an animal. Yeah. That's what I'm going to do.
I feel like that's the best move.
Yeah, I think so too. It reminds me of when everybody was talking about margarine. Oh, you should get margarine. That's way better for you. No, then it turns out it's all chemical.
It's bad for you. Shouldn't do that.
Just eat the natural stuff. Well, yeah, but then sugar. We need to replace refined white sugar with, things like saccharin. No, that turns out that's not good for you either.
Although.
I'm going natural.
Yeah, like
I'm going with the sugar, original. Yes. Butter, sugar. Maybe try to do it in moderation. I'm not really good at that, but
you aren't?
No,
because
I'm not that good at it.
I have lived my life, everything in moderation.
Have you?
That's
your
life.
thing. That's
my
your
life
thing?
Story.
Okay, everything in moderation. Huh? I wouldn't have guessed that.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have.
Well. Now you know.
Now I know. Thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Because, I'd hate to be wrong on that and think that you may be overindulged.
I got a lot of traction when we did actually talk about everything in moderation yesterday on Glenn's show, and a lot of people are looking forward to the book. Everything in moderation.
That would be so great. Jeff Fisher. Everything in moderation.
So you just never know.
And we should have the picture on the cover of you imitating the fattest man alive, where you had the toast on your chest. That'd be the best. That would be the best. That is coming soon to a bookstore near you, because that has to happen. All right, we're going to talk about the Adele concert was kind of cool, right?
Oh, she's back.
This is her first residency in
she's finally
Vegas.
showed up. She finally showed up. She canceled and kept moving dates around, and so it's finally
put it together, and she came up with a really cool ending.
Yeah,
to
it's
kind of
cool. It's kind of cool. I
think
thought
it is.
I thought it was interesting. As we
look at this. Watch right there. She is, and
then
she's gone. Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
It's cool. They have another angle on it. I don't know if we have that, but look at that. Down comes the glitter, and she's gone.
And she's gone. It's pretty cool.
How'd they do that?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I think that was a video image or a 3D image or something, and then the stuff comes down and they just turn it off.
Now I would.
Ta-da!
That is not what I would have said.
Really? What would you have said?
She just goes down into the stage.
No, I think it was a video image.
Because they have holes in the stage all the time. We saw Post Malone fall into the hole a year or so
But look at it again. Can we show it one more time? I don't see where the glitter's going down a hole, and that would happen, right? Here comes. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. It's cool though.
Yeah, it is.
It's a cool trick. Yeah. I like it. But would I go to the Adele concert? No. No, I would not. All right, more Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. Hey, a top U.S. general has vowed military support for Taiwan, warns Beijing against conflict. Good. Yes. More warmongering. I think that's what we need in this country. We need more warmongering.
I think that was Milley, who is a.
It was Mark Milley. Yeah.
I don't want to disrespect the soldiers.
No,
because
they're soldiers.
Right.
They're the best among us.
Right. And those of us that battled with other soldiers know how. Know how it is. But that guy.
Yeah.
Is agonizing.
He kind of is. Yeah, he's the chairman, too, of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Said the U.S. is committed through the Taiwan Relations Act. And President Biden has said on many occasions recently that the United States will continue to support Taiwan. We will support them militarily. We would try to help and train and equip them. Why are we always the ones? Are we the only people in the world who know how to fight a war? Why do we always have to train you and equip you? Get your own equipment, okay? Let somebody else train you. Send the British over. Maybe they could train somebody for a change. The training always leads to U.S. military involvement.
You know who's not doing anything? France.
Yeah, right.
France has slowed down a little bit.
Right. Yes, the French. Go train them. You fought some wars in your time. Probably more than we have since you've been around so much longer. You and Britain know how to fight. You fought each other for 100 freaking years. Go train Taiwan.
I thought we were already, though. I mean, seriously, I thought we were already helping Taiwan with military assistance.
I'm sure. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have. We give them money on a regular basis. I think every year they're one of our main recipients.
I mean, I thought for sure we were over there showing them march like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's always code for, we're going to get involved with our military.
Sure
we're
is.
sending troops. Wait, what? Yeah, just advisors at first. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Okay, well, wait. It's always going to be advisors? Yeah, probably, but I don't know. You never know what's going to happen.
Oh, we support them.
But we're just going to support them over there. Uh-huh. You know, and Biden, he says Biden has been behind this. Well, Biden has said we're for the one China policy. How many times has he said that? Multiple times, especially lately. Our position has not changed. We're for the one China policy. Yeah. Well, that means we believe Taiwan belongs to China. That's not supporting Taiwan.
It's kind of not supporting Taiwan.
Yeah, that's not what Taiwan believes. So I don't know. I mean, it's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. He wants to have it both ways.
Yes, he does.
He wants to placate China.
Absolutely wants to have it both ways.
And he wants to pretend like we still support Taiwan. And we'll be there for him militarily. And I don't know if we're going to or not.
So we send this. I mean, you could make the case, and I have made the case before, that Milley needs to be tried for treason. I mean, when he spoke before Congress and talked about going behind the president's back to other countries, I don't know, China.
Right.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
Right.
Maybe not treason, but go ahead and go home. Don't worry about coming back. Just hang the uniform up in the corner there. We'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of agonizing.
It sure is.
The way Milley has the way he has behaved as the Joint Chief of Staff. It's despicable, really. It's despicable.
Yes, it is.
Also, this is kind of interesting. CBS has they've actually discovered Hunter Biden's laptop.
Yeah.
And they had it tested. And guess what?
What?
It's real.
What?
Yeah, it didn't come from the Russians. Yeah, it's not a Russian ploy, and it's real.
Wow.
It's actually Hunter Biden's laptop.
So I wonder in the 40 hours when they left Twitter.
Yeah.
If they
I wonder if
found
that's
out
what
when
they
the
did.
laptop was found to be real, and they thought, we've got to tweet about it. Get us back on Twitter.
Unbelievable. So I love the responses to them. Hey, yeah, you're only 2.5 years late on this, CBS. Congratulations. That's
Come on,
really great.
Hop on.
Welcome to the planet. Yeah, that's a real laptop, and it's full of real crimes that really happened. Jeez. And do you remember when the New York Times story? No, not New York Times. The New York Post story was deleted by Twitter, and they suspended their account, didn't they? For a time at least. I mean, this is unbelievable.
They suspended a lot of accounts over the Hunter Biden.
The New York Post got a copy of that in October of 2020. So it's over 2 years ago. Come on, please. And now they're just joining the party.
Realized. Oh my gosh, that's real.
What if they had that realization because Republicans took control of the House and now they're going to start a process.
I hope that's
looking
true.
into this stuff.
I hope that's true. I know that's what they said.
That's what they say.
McCarthy, if he gets into the speaker role, which I guess
he's going to,
that he's going to eliminate, all the people that we despise on different committees. Yeah. Schiff, Ilhan Omar.
Yeah, he says he's taking Ilhan Omar off her committee assignment.
Yeah, he's getting rid of Schiff, and Schiff is out.
Yes,
flying. I know.
If he really does this, it's going to be great. And he has said, "I'm going to do it."
Getting rid of Fang's boy.
Yeah, Swallow.
Yeah.
That's great.
I know.
I mean, that's awesome if he really does follow through. But of course, Ilhan Omar said, "From the moment I was elected, the Republican Party has made it their mission to use fear, xenophobia, Islamophobia, and racism to target me on the House floor and through millions of dollars of campaign ads."
No one is more racist than her, by the way.
Oh, that's for sure. Racist and anti-Semitic.
Oh, it's terrible.
She said McCarthy's effort to repeatedly single me out for scorn and hatred, including threatening to strip me from my committee, does nothing to address the issues of that our constituents deal with. It does nothing to address inflation, healthcare, or solve the climate crisis. The climate crisis? Shut up. And what has she done to address the inflation issue? That's what I'd like to know. Or healthcare, or anything else, except make everything worse. That's what she's done.
Yeah.
McCarthy reiterated the promise, though, to remove her from the committee on a Sunday Fox News appearance. He first floated the idea in June 2021 after Omar conflated the U.S. and Israel with Hamas and the Taliban. Oh, man. He also promised to remove Democrat California reps Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell from the House Intelligence Committee. And how in the world is Eric Swalwell still on the Intelligence Committee after sleeping with a Chinese spy for 2 years? How can that's unbelievable.
That sure is.
That's going to go down in American history as one of the all-time buffoon moves on the part of the Democrats.
And by the way, Speaker Pelosi.
Yeah.
Who allowed that all to happen under her watch.
I mean, that's unbelievable. It really is. It's inconceivable.
It sure is.
Inconceivable. I don't think we know what that means, though. I don't think that word means what we think it means.
Keep saying it.
Because it keeps happening. We keep saying it, and it keeps happening. All right, let me tell you about Tommy John underwear. Is there anything more comfortable? I really don't think so. Tommy John is built to keep you very, very comfortable, and it's underwear that doesn't ride up. It's the most comfortable underwear you will ever have on. Seriously. Plus, their loungewear, so great. Soft and comfortable, and you're going to want to live in it, really. It's why Tommy John doesn't have customers. They have fanatics, and you can count me among them. Celebrate softness season with the gift of Tommy John underwear, loungewear, pajamas. Every gift is backed by Tommy John's best pair you'll ever wear or its free guarantee. That's how confident they are, and they should be, in their product. Shop Tommy John's Black Friday sale going on right now and get 30% off store-wide. 30% off store-wide at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. 30% off everything right now at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. See site for details.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
We're told all the time that the science is settled as far as climate change, and there's a nearly 99% consensus among all scientists that mankind is causing catastrophic global warming through carbon emissions. However, a new survey found that 41%, that's not quite 99% consensus. 41% believe the frequency and severity of extreme weather events had increased in recent years. So only 41% now. The survey conducted in September and October by Fairleigh Dickinson University in Teaneck, New Jersey, collected a representative sample of scientists with at least a bachelor's degree in fields like meteorology, climatology, physics, geology, and hydrology. About 57% of them were members of the American Meteorology Society. MIT Emeritus Professor Richard Lindzen recently called the current climate narrative absurd, contending it's driven by the trillions of dollars diverted to green projects.
Hello.
Thank you. Grant-dependent academics and agenda-driven journalists. U.S. meteorologist Anthony Watts said the poll results suggest that draconian solutions, such as net zero being pushed by the left, even if they actually worked, are aimed at a non-problem. Indeed. Led by a Nobel Prize laureate, more than 1,100 scientists and scholars have signed a document declaring climate science is based more on personal beliefs and political agendas than sound, rigorous science. Thank you.
But that's just a small, that's like 1%, because 99%.
No, it's only 41% now. No, so that means 59% are not on board. That's interesting. Is there a number of people can call?
There is. Yeah. There is, actually.
Scientists, the World Climate Declaration states climate science should be less political, you think, while climate policies should be more scientific. Scientists should openly address uncertainties and exaggerations in their predictions of global warming, while politicians should dispassionately count the real costs as well as the imagined benefits of their policy measures. Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if they just took a breath, stepped back a little bit, and said, well, you know what? Maybe we've gone a little too far on this stuff. Since, I don't know, every climate model has been wrong, all of them, but no more than all of them. So is that a problem? In August, President Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act, which spends $368 billion for green energy with the aim of reducing CO2 emissions by 40% by 2030. Wow. When Joe Biden was vice president, the administration subsidized green energy with federal grants and tax breaks. Biden himself announced in 2009 a $535 million loan guarantee for the solar panel company Solyndra. Remember that $600 million boondoggle wound up to be? To go along with $700 million in venture capital funding. Oh, that's right. That's why it was about $1.2 billion.
Yeah.
Biden said the plant built with that money would power more than 500,000 homes. But 2 years later, the company filed for bankruptcy and shut down its operations. So how many homes does it service now? 0. Yeah, none. Not a single one. The World Climate Declaration points out that since emerging from the Little Ice Age in the mid-19th century, the world has warmed significantly less than predicted by the UN's International Panel on Climate Changes Models. Right. The gap between the real world and the modeled world tells us that we are far from understanding the climate change. The declaration argues Earth's climate has varied with cold and warm periods for as long as the planet has existed, and it's no surprise that we're experiencing a period of warming. The climate models are not remotely plausible as global policy tools, ignoring, for one, the benefits of carbon dioxide, which, quote, is not a pollutant. Right, it's what we exhale. It's what trees breathe. Come on. It is essential to all life on Earth. Photosynthesis is a blessing. More CO2 is beneficial for nature, greening the Earth. Additional CO2 in the air has promoted growth in global plant biomass. It is also good for agriculture, increasing the yield of crops worldwide. Yeah, we've said many times that the slight warming that's happened and even the increase in CO2 is good for growing, food. Food, which humans eat. There is no statistical evidence, the signatories say, that global warming is intensifying hurricanes, thank you, floods, droughts, and any other natural disasters, or making them more frequent. So they're not more intense, and they're not more frequent. There is no climate emergency. We strongly oppose the harmful and unrealistic net zero CO2 policy proposed for 2050. I mean, this is such common sense and so great just to hear people noodle this out in a reasonable way. Last year, Stephen Koonin, an undersecretary of science in the Obama administration, published a book titled Unsettled that said the science is insufficient to make useful projections about how the climate will change over the coming decades, much less what our actions will be. Indeed. The idea that climate change is settled demeans and chills the scientific enterprise, he contended, retarding its progress in these important matters. And of course, in 2020, the longtime green activist Michael Schellenberger wrote a book called Apocalypse Never that lamented the conversation about climate change spiraled out of control. And that's why he went to the experts who so supposedly said a lot of these things.
Right.
Like, we can't sustain it. Within 10 years, the climate will be unsustainable and will be at a catastrophic point. And he went to the IPCC panel, and the person who supposedly said that at the IPCC, the guy said, Michael, I'm so glad you asked me about this. I never said that. It's right in the book. Check it out. It's called Apocalypse Never. Brilliant stuff. All right. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up. Got some tweets here. Benjamin Flensburg tweets, you would think Taiwan would restart the Sino-German military program that happened in the 30s. Germans can fight a war. They lose, but only if the entire world is against them. I don't know. That makes it sound like we didn't kick their ass, and we did.
It's a joke.
Yeah, I know. But we kicked their ass. I've been watching this documentary about World War II. There's a million of them on right now on Netflix. And there's some interesting things. I had never heard that when we first went to North Africa to fight against the Nazis, that the French attacked us when we landed in Algiers. Did you know that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they as our warships are coming in, they're firing at us, and we're saying, "Hey, we're the Americans. We're coming here to help you." And they kept firing and firing.
What was their
problem?
Have you made it that far in the documentary yet?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
It was controlled by the Vichy French, and they were not exactly our friends, and so they were trying to decide whose side they were on. Because the Vichy, they were the ones who were cooperating with the Germans. And so, but we finally got to shore and started crushing them.
Good. I hope we did.
And then they turned around
All
and said, okay, no, we're with you again. We're with you.
Are you?
Are you? Okay. All right, great.
Are you?
We had some tough times, though, because we weren't exactly battle ready in the first few skirmishes that we had with the Germans. We hadn't fought a war since World War I.
10 years.
It's been, it was a good 24 years.
Yeah, it was a long time.
Yeah, and this was a different kind of war than was fought in World War I. But we adjusted quickly and then swept through that place and reconquered those Germans.
But I know, but the tweet was just a joke.
I know. Question. Tweet number two from Mr. Sean's. Jeffy's book should be titled How to Stay One Step Ahead of the Law and Other Life Hacks.
Well, that will be in the book.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
No problem.
From Jimmy Dimples, remember when net zero was a budget internet service, not a climate activism movement?
Yes.
Yeah, I do remember
Sadly,
that.
I do.
New woke state, miss some people did something. Kicked off House Foreign Affairs Committee. Seems like a sound decision to me.
No kidding.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Remember?
Terrible.
Some people did something on 9/11, right?
Yeah.
That's what she was referring to. And Happy Pappy 61. Can we get Brandon to disappear like Adele did? Oh, that would be nice.
That would be nice, except Adele comes back. You know, it's just part of the show.
The very next night, I think. Right?
I think so. Yeah, I mean, she's finally showing up in Vegas. She's all happy, I guess, now.
How do you get me a ticket there?
I mean, you said you didn't want to go.
No, I didn't.
But, I mean, it's at the Coliseum in Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
At Caesar's Palace.
That's exciting.
And we can get you in, say, Friday.
Okay.
The 25th, Friday show, ready to go.
Yeah.
I'll get you, I don't know. I mean, if you'd be embarrassed to sit all the way back.
Oh.
In the second mezzanine.
Okay, so these aren't great seats. So these are like the budget seats.
Second mezzanine.
What,
You're probably
$30?
not going to see her disappear.
$60?
You're probably not going to see her disappear. You can't see that far unless you bring some binoculars.
Okay.
The second mezzanine. I get you a ticket for $839.
$839.
Right now from
Is that the cheapest?
Ticket Network.
$839?
$839?
So
looks like
it's almost $1,700 if I want to take somebody. Now, if I want to go alone and just sit there. Hi, I'm at the Adele concert. $839. But if I want to bring my wife, that's like a $1,700 outing.
That's correct.
Oh, my gosh. And that's watching it from the back.
Yeah, the second mezzanine, way back.
Now, what would closer up tickets cost?
Well, I mean, I get you into a gold VIP package.
Oh, all right, that sounds good.
What
is a VIP package? Do I get to meet her backstage and all that?
I'm not sure all of what you get for the VIP package.
All right.
But I'm sure you get probably a little gift bag or something.
Probably, yeah.
Here's an Adele sticker. Get out of here.
And that is
okay. So we'll get you into let's get you into the diamond.
Okay.
I don't want you to feel left out. I'll get you into the Diamond VIP.
Mm-hmm.
$13,257.
$13,000?
Now that's $13,257. Now it says here 2 ticket packages. So let me see.
Wow.
If that's 23 or 13. Oh no, it's a 2 ticket package. So that means 26,000.
That's 13,000 a piece?
That's 13,000.
Are you sure?
Each. I just clicked on it to purchase it.
Oh my gosh.
Hurry. I have 9 minutes and 37 seconds counting me down to purchase these.
Oh man, you've got to get those right now. For just $26,000? Who is buying that?
I don't
Every night.
I don't know.
I mean, you can think, okay, yeah, there's going to be a bunch of filthy rich people that show up in Vegas and want to see Adele, and they'll fork out $26,000.
You got to be able to get it for cheaper somewhere.
But
right?
every night, somebody is showing up and paying that kind of money to sell out that place?
I find that hard to believe. But, wow. Okay.
That's crazy. That is nuts.
Now you can I get you into the front orchestra.
Okay.
That's 102, so that's down here to stage left. So that's not right in the middle. I guess the ones in the middle are the diamond packages probably. Those are you'll be looking at Adele to your left. Mm-hmm. I get you a 2 ticket package. That's 16,000.
So just 8,000 a piece. Is that all?
No.
Oh, it's 32,000.
No, thank you.
It's $32,000. Wow.
That can't be. I mean, this can't. This is through Ticket Network. I mean, this is. I was just laughing at the prices, man.
Is there anybody? I mean, let's say you have the money.
I mean, Roger, you're still looking at a couple $1,000s a ticket.
Let's say you have the money. Let's say money's not an issue really for you. You're a millionaire. You're Glenn Beck.
Are you spending $30,000?
Not for Adele. I don't know a single
Adele?
song. I don't know a single Adele song. I don't know what she's ever sung. So certainly I wouldn't pay $1.50 to see her. But
I love Adele.
But is there anybody you would pay that kind of money for? No, me neither. I don't think.
No.
Even if it wasn't an issue, I wouldn't. I mean, Boston, no.
$30,000 a ticket?
They don't even have their
so
lead singer
$16,000 a
anymore.
ticket?
No. Foreigner, certainly not. I mean, they tour all the time. I don't have to pay $16,000 to see them. That is outrageous.
I mean, I'm pissed.
That's outrageous.
My Netflix app is $20 a month. I'm not paying $8,000 to see Adele.
Right. Jeez, that is incredible.
It sure is. It's a lot of money.
Didn't she come to fame in one of those shows like America's Got Talent, only in Britain?
I don't remember.
Didn't Simon Cowell kind of find her or something?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I think she was working at a record store and creating music and.
I thought she won one of those shows.
I don't know the whole Adele story, but I
really
think
don't
that's
either.
true.
All right.
Adele.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. Somebody will correct us on Twitter.
Yeah. Somebody knows.
Momentarily.
I don't think she did. Let's look at Adele's rise to fame.
But holy cow. I mean, that kind of money, what is she making per week?
Oh, she signed a big deal for the...
It's got to be a $50 million gig, right?
For the Vegas deal, yeah.
Got to be.
That was huge.
And, they don't make the kind of money they used to on their music anymore. So the touring is about all they have to really become super wealthy. So, bless their hearts for taking advantage of that. That's probably a tough gig, too, because you're out there, I think, every night. Isn't she on every night? 6 nights a week or something?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, we can get back to the...
Maybe even a matinee show on the weekend or something?
I don't know that she's doing that. No. I think Bill's doing the matinee shows. I don't think Adele's showing up for that. Yeah. No.
Is, what's his face, Mr. Donkashane? Wayne Newton. Is he still performing, I wonder?
Heck yeah.
Is he?
Wayne Newton. That's Vegas, man.
I know, but how
You're not going
old
to Vegas
is he now?
That's not see Wayne Newton, man. Are you kidding me?
Have you ever seen
him? I would pay money to see Wayne.
$16,000 a ticket?
No. No. Is Wayne Newton still performing in Vegas? He's currently
80.
touring across the country.
Oh, really?
He has 83 upcoming concerts.
Oh, my gosh. That's something, isn't it? The guy had what? 2 hits? He had Donkashane, darling, Donkashane. And then he had Daddy, Don't You Walk So Fast. My baby cried.
So Adele is at the Coliseum at Caesar's Palace, and Wayne is doing all these shows at Bugsy's Cabaret at the Flamingo. I have a feeling that
the tickets are going to be a little cheaper,
and at Caesar's are a little bit better than Bugsy's Cabaret at the Flamingo.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right.
I mean, he's still performing, but I don't see Bugsy's Cabaret. That's like that's like you walk into the Flamingo and it's like Wayne's in the back. There's a room to the left. That's where he's performing now. It's 50 seats.
Yeah.
Let's see. I
didn't mean to shortchange Wayne Newton.
Okay, because you're ticking me off.
He has Daddy, Don't You Walk So Fast, Donkashane, and Red Roses for a Blue Lady.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, I'm going to Ticketmaster. We're going to find out if we can get in to see Wayne at Bugsy's.
I'm guessing we're not going to pay $16,000 a ticket.
Let's see what we got. Oh, it's a very small venue.
Really?
Yes.
I bet it is now because nobody's going to Wayne Newton anymore.
Very small. The Bugsy's Cabaret at the Flamingo is. But it's going to be up close and personal.
Yeah. It's an intimate setting. That's why it's not small. It's intimate.
It is. So you can get in. I can get you into section 2. It's right there in the middle. Get you in. Let's see. If you're in a group. If you're in a group.
Yeah.
$80 a ticket. $82 a ticket.
Okay.
All right. If you and the wife want to go, I can get you in for $102 a ticket.
That's a big difference.
That's a big difference.
That's a really big difference.
Big difference.
Because the cheapest was $893, and you're clear in the back, right, for Adele. Yeah.
And it's a lot bigger, huge venue.
Yeah.
Compared to Bugsy's Cabaret
darn it.
at Flamingo.
Hate to see Wayne fading like that.
No, he's not fading. He's giving people more intimate, up close and personal performing.
Okay.
You kidding me? He's right there.
All right. You're right.
Still putting on the show, coming out for you. It's awesome.
Let me tell you about Bank on Yourself. You know, we've been brainwashed into believing the only way to grow our money for retirement is to risk it in the stock market, and that's just not true. You can reach your financial goals and dreams without taking any unnecessary risks. You really want to control your retirement money? If you've got a 401k or IRA or similar retirement plan, the government controls it. They decide how much you can borrow and when you got to pay it back and how much you're going to owe in taxes, all of that stuff. There's a better way to go, and it's Bank on Yourself, a better way to grow and protect your hard-earned money. This retirement plan alternative has never had a losing year in over 160 years. Guaranteed predictable growth and retirement income. No luck, no skill, no guesswork required. Your plan doesn't go backward when the markets tumble. Both your principal and growth are locked in. You need to look into this and just get some peace of mind. Maybe that's the best reason of all to try this. You'll know the minimum guaranteed value of your retirement savings on the day you plan to tap into them, and at every point along the way. You can get a free report with all the details on how the Bank on Yourself strategy adds guarantees, predictability, and control to your financial plan. Just go to bankonyourself.com/unleashed. That's bankonyourself.com/unleashed.
You're listening to Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, we're a little hung up on the Vegas situation now. This Adele thing, man. What a sweet gig that must be.
Oh, I got to see how much.
When you're selling tickets for $16,000 a piece, and the cheapest in the venue is $893.
You got to be able to get them cheaper somewhere, I would guess.
Maybe you can. I don't know.
Maybe the doorman at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Hooks you up with a couple of seats for, I don't know, $1,000.
Right.
Let you and the wife in, sitting in the back mezzanine for $1,000.
You know who should do this now? Is Michael Bublé. Michael Bublé would clean up in Vegas. That guy could retire by the time he's 50 if he'd just do a few years in Vegas. I mean, he could charge scads of money.
Right. So this particular story here says Adele is set to earn up to $950,000 a night.
A night.
Yeah.
Yeah. For how many nights? So that's almost $1 million a night. And she's probably doing 50 nights at least.
Would you show up for $1 million a night?
Yeah, I think so. I think I might. A few times anyway. You show up 8 times and you have about $8 million. Okay. Now I'm set.
All right.
I'll see you later.
All right.
And I'm going to call it a career. Yeah, I performed for you 8 times, and that's enough.
I mean, Rod Stewart was at one point making over $3 million a show.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah.
What did Elton John make?
I'm looking down
in Vegas.
Here. Bruno Mars, Elton John, Britney Spears.
Bruno Mars has done it too?
And say how much.
Wow.
Doesn't say here how much their deal was. But, I'm sure it was.
It's a good deal. Yeah. It works out pretty well.
If you're Elton John, you're not showing up.
For less than $1 million.
Less than $1 million. You're just not doing it.
No, you're not.
Sorry.
For sure not. You don't need to. You don't need any money at this point, but...
Well, Elton lives a pretty good lifestyle.
Yes, he does.
That's why he's been on his retirement tour for 8 years.
Yeah. But Elton John, Billy Joel...
Yeah.
Those guys...
they
could be set forever.
And are. Right? They're doing it now for the love of doing it and to just, make some college money for whatever kids they want.
I think Billy Joel was offered a Vegas residency, and instead what he did was the Madison Square Garden thing where he decided, okay, no, I'm not going to do that. But what I will do is one show a month at Madison Square Garden for a year.
But that was his people. He did that under his umbrella.
Yeah.
So he got it all. He took care of it all. He helicoptered or ride his boat in and come in, do the show. How you doing? Keep it moving. I'm out of here.
that what he said? How you doing?
Yeah.
Came in, did the show, said, how you doing?
How you doing?
All right.
I'm Billy Joel. Good night. Thank you.
Pretty sweet.
I mean, I've seen
a sweet life.
I mean, it's a great show to see. I have seen Elton and Billy together when they toured together. That was a fantastic show.
I really regret not going to that.
And I don't remember. I'm pretty sure that I didn't have to pay for the tickets, so I was happy about that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, that used to happen in radio.
A lot.
Yeah, all the time. You get free tickets to shows all the time. Whether you want to go or not. Here's tickets. Go see this. We went to Michael Bublé for free in New York. Was it in New York or was it here? No, it was New York. I think Madison Square Garden. And then went and saw him backstage and stuff. But that was a good show. And we didn't pay a dime for it. Not a stinking dime.
Somebody did.
Someone did. Somebody paid for it.
There's nothing
But it wasn't us. It was not us. The state government in New York ordered all schools to stop using team names and mascots based on Native American imagery, or you risk losing funding from the state.
Oh, good.
Finally!
Good.
Finally! They're going to put a stop to this madness.
Sick of the team.
Those
Indians.
Yeah, right? The order came in the wake of a court ruling against the Cambridge Central School District in a lawsuit to keep its Indians team mascot logo and team name.
It was the Indians.
It was the Indians.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
The New York State Education Department sent a letter Thursday to schools threatening to punish them if they kept using mascots, team names, and logos with Native American imagery. Thus, the court's decision establishes that public school districts are prohibited from utilizing Native American mascots. Arguments that community members support the use of such imagery or that it is respectful to Native Americans are no longer tenable.
Okay.
So don't tell us, well, even the Native Americans support this, even if they do, because this school district doesn't care. All right? Cambridge School Board member Dylan Honyoust, who also has Native American heritage, said that erasing the Indians' name also ended the opportunity to educate students. That didn't seem to be a compelling argument to him. When you're talking about erasing all of the imagery, he said, and taking away potential learning opportunities, educational opportunities for our kids, when you remove all of that, you're removing history. So the big thing that I would say is that it's education. We need to educate, not eradicate. That's a nice slogan.
That is a nice slogan.
They didn't buy it, but it's a good slogan. Among those who disagree is John Kane, who's a Cambridge alumni and an individual of Mohawk descent. And he said, the problem is that we're a living, breathing, and existing people. Why is that a problem?
Why is that a problem?
I know. Why is that a problem? That would be my question. You don't want to be a living, breathing, existing people?
That's the problem is we're
a living, breathing, and existing people. And in other words, if we're not going to be smart, Alex, in other words, you can't use us as mascots, okay, because we're a living, breathing, existing people. So our imagery being dehumanized in this fashion, no matter what anybody wants to talk about as far as honor and respect, it isn't. It doesn't.
Calm down.
I know.
Calm down.
I can't take it.
It's a football team or a baseball team or a soccer team or a volleyball team or just a school.
Yeah.
Just a school having a little camaraderie with their kids.
I'm sorry. I'm Irish. And I don't feel dehumanized by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I don't feel dehumanized.
You are a living...
but I'm a living, breathing, existing person.
Existing person, yes. Hey.
I mean, I guess you can take offense to it if you want, but it's silly to me. It's ridiculous.
I find it interesting at the Washington Commanders NFL games that they went from, we had to get rid of the Redskins.
Right.
Because that was...
Yeah. So they went with
horrible.
the stupid football team.
They went with the football team, and then they went with the Commanders, right? Mm-hmm. I find it interesting that the fan base shows up usually in Redskin attire.
Right. Nobody's going for Commanders.
Still the Washington Redskins.
Well, Commanders is such a stupid name. Nobody wants to use it.
I like the uniform, the look, and all things for the Commanders. As a side note, yeah. But my point is that every time they show they've if you want to not see the fans, watch a home game of the Commanders because the TV networks won't show much of the fans because they all got Redskin stuff on.
Right, and that just makes them so mad.
I know.
All of these woke broadcasters.
That sure does.
About 60 schools in New York currently use the forbidden names.
Oh boy!
And have to decide to end their use or comply, or risk losing funding from the state. Can you believe that? So you're gonna have your funds withdrawn from the state of New York if you don't change your name, the name of your nicknames for your sports teams at your school.
That's going to cost them a ton of money as well.
A ton of money. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how many do it. We've got the same situation here. I just don't think they're getting the pressure that they're getting in New York. But it'll come. It will come. I guarantee it.
Well, because we're living, breathing,
existing people. Yeah, right. That's right.
I mean, you know what I say?
What do you say?
I say educate, don't eradicate.
Oh, nice. That's a good saying. I like it.
Motto.
Thank you. 888-900-3393. Couple of things. First, U.S. soccer team. The men's soccer team tied Wales yesterday.
They should have won. That's
very
disappointing.
Tied
very disappointing.
Wales.
They should have won.
Okay. We're a nation of 330 million. They have 3 million. We can't find a few soccer players in that 330 million that
we'll win.
I mean, I know soccer's not our big thing.
We're still going to win the
here.
World Cup, though. I have confidence.
It's a country that's less than half the population of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. So, 1-1 tie.
I have confidence.
Sucks.
I know.
So we got England on Friday. That's going to be a tough one, right?
Yeah, it will be. I mean,
England's always top 5 in the world.
I think England now in our bracket has 3 points, and
who does?
England has 3 points
already
in our bracket.
Do they?
And Iran and USA and Wales, I think we all have 1.
When do we play Iran?
I'm not sure.
You should beat Iran.
Yeah, we absolutely should.
Of course, we should have beaten Wales.
And we were expected to.
Yeah, and we almost did. They scored late, I guess, to tie it up.
mean, Argentina was supposed to win too, and Saudi Arabia beat them, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they weren't too. And a lot. I mean,
well, that's the most we've ever talked about this communist sport. I think that's the most we've ever spoken.
I mean, I'll give you a World
soccer.
Cup update every day if you'd like. No problem.
No, it's all right.
Really?
It's okay.
All right.
That's okay. Maybe after we play them Friday, we'll update on Monday.
Okay.
Hey, we beat England, or hopefully.
Well, I'll call in with an update.
Yeah, okay. Do that. Do that. 888-900-3393. Also at Pat Unleashed on Twitter. Also, what was it that you wanted to bring up here? You had another thing.
Well, a couple things with surrounding our president.
That's right. Yeah.
Because, it's Thanksgiving. We're coming up on Thanksgiving. This is a
big
Thanksgiving
traditional pardon.
Eve, right?
Yeah.
And we have to do the. I know it's the traditional. We have to pardon the turkey,
right?
But he does it so well. He does it so well.
He does.
I mean, I know it's a frustrating day. Nobody gets up as a president, and today's the day you get to pardon the turkeys.
Yay!
I get it, but. He is.
It's a stupid tradition, but it's a tradition nonetheless.
So
and he did it
yesterday. Out there on
yesterday.
the lawn and pardon the turkeys.
Here's what happened.
How many turkeys you got down there? You raising?
Surplus Ranch grows about 9.5 million turkeys a year.
God love you. 9.5 million turkeys. I tell you what.
What?
That's like some of the countries I've been to.
What? What do you mean? What?
Anyway,
nobody laughs again, and so
and then he puts the mic on. Want to talk? Anyway, I'm gonna go over here.
Anyway, okay, that didn't work either. Anyway,
what's happening?
And I'm not joking. I'm not joking about that. Don't jump, turkey.
I'm surprised he didn't say it because the turkey was up on the table. Could have happened. It should have happened.
That might have been a funny line at that particular point. Don't jump.
It should have happened. How many turkeys you got down there? 9.5. Don't jump.
What?
It would have been funnier than.
That's just really bad.
God love you.
I mean, he tries.
Unlike some countries I've been to. What?
What does that mean? What are you talking about? What? There's turkeys, in the countries that you've been to?
In the countries, or the people are turkeys.
Or you've been to 9.5 million countries. Or what are you saying here? I don't understand. Help
keep
us.
forgetting I'm president.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe that is what it is. I don't know. I mean, he's coming off a rough weekend, though. He wasn't able to hide, right? We talked yesterday a little bit about the wedding. I went back and looked a little bit because I was like, who is she then? Who got married? So I'm pretty sure that the girl that got married, or the woman that got married, is Hunter's kid.
What?
I think that's Hunter's oldest kid.
Okay.
Naomi.
So it's his granddaughter.
Joe's
granddaughter.
Joe's granddaughter, yeah.
Hunter has a kid that old? Yeah, I guess he would.
Yeah.
Because he's what? He's about 50 now. 50 some. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe.
So, I think it's Hunter's kid. But anyway, I mean, it was all obviously completely paid for by the Bidens, not the government. So don't even. I know you were going to go there thinking that they were going to try to, milk the government out of.
Right. No, I
paying
wasn't
for this. No, they weren't.
But they did have it on government property.
Yeah, they had
right?
it on the South Lawn. I mean, it looked that we have a shot of the. At least I hope we do. Of the. No, there's a shot of the wedding though. The wedding party that they had where they came down from the White House.
Oh, look at him.
Oh, this is where they were serving. This is now. These are the. These are the pictures where they went down and served Thanksgiving dinner by some chef at the military base.
That's
and
embarrassing.
He served potatoes and dressing. And there's one shot. Of course, there's all kinds of shots where Jill's there. So she's keeping cover, right? Okay. And so there's one picture where he's behind a family that's got little kids, but he's in the back.
Is he smelling people's hair?
In the back. He wants to.
Don't sniff him.
Don't sniff him. He wants to. But that picture that they showed where he's, that's because that little girl. It was just a little girl that he was serving. I mean, it was
so creepy.
It's really creepy.
The creepiest president in world history, for sure. He's the creepiest president ever.
Yeah. I mean, they had the wedding party, and that's fine. It's just, but they had it on the South Lawn, and she came out of the White House, and they had the big long, dress trail to the crowd down in the yard, and it's just beautiful, just beautiful, Pat.
That's great. Yeah, I'm glad. Glad they had a nice wedding at the White House. That's great. Good. 2 Illinois counties and a portion of another passed non-binding referendums on Election Day that would encourage their elected officials to engage in discussions about potentially severing ties with the state government. But the votes were hardly a new phenomenon as downstate residents seek to express their displeasure with lawmakers. Previously, at least 24 counties had passed so-called separation referendums, according to reporting by Illinois Public Media. The 3 new additions to that list, Brown, Hardin, and the northeastern portion of Madison County, would bring that number to 27, representing 25%, more than 25% of the state's 102 counties want to leave Illinois.
Wow.
Why? Because it's all controlled by the liberals in Chicago, and they're sick and tired of it.
Yeah, because
they don't want to do it anymore.
And is this all Southern Illinois? The bottom half? Yeah, they want it to be gone?
Yeah, but it's getting up closer to Chicago now. According to IPM, the 23 counties had previously passed separation referendums after the 2020 elections, including Clark, Clay, Crawford, Cumberland, Edwards, Effingham, Fayette, Jasper, Hancock, Jefferson, and a bunch of others.
Yeah.
And most of us don't know these counties in Illinois, but it's a lot. It's a lot. Most of those counties passed the non-binding referendums with large majorities, including 72% of voters in Bond County. 72%. And 60.7% of voters in Christian County.
So what do they want to accomplish? They want to just...
they want to join another state. They want to leave.
They don't want to create
they want to leave
a new
Illinois.
state.
Or they might even create, yes. I don't think they've totally decided whether they're going to join somebody else or become their own entity.
You can join one. I don't want to add another star.
Yeah. They'd be like Southern Illinois, which would add another state.
Star. And I don't want to add another star.
I don't want either.
No.
I don't either.
No.
50 is a nice number. We should always stay at 50.
Yeah, we're done with that.
Yeah.
We'll let you in. We'll pretend that you're part of the country.
Would just be kind of weird, wouldn't it?
It's going to throw everything off.
Yeah, don't do it. So don't do it. But here's the thing that I find fascinating is that more and more Americans, you've got these 27 counties, and you've got in Oregon a whole bunch, almost the whole of western
big chunk.
or eastern Oregon wants to join Idaho. And, then you've got Texas, who's always wanted to secede from the very beginning of the Republic of Texas. And they were gobbled up by the U.S. Ever since then, they've been on the verge of secession.
Everybody keeps saying that.
And, I think that the discussion that we have about the national divorce maybe isn't as far-fetched as we would otherwise believe. But people are getting fed up with this.
Yeah.
And we don't want to live like the progressives want to live.
Right.
And we refuse. I'm not going to. So what do you do? What do you do? I mean, they don't take the Constitution seriously. They pay it lip service, and that's it.
At best.
They don't give a rat's anus about the U.S. Constitution. Yeah. And we do.
And we continue to pay all kinds of taxes and fees so that these larger areas can proceed onto their path of righteousness with, on the left, which is what the deal is, right? It's okay. It's not so much just leave us alone, but you're taking everything from us too, and we don't want anything to do. I don't want to pay for that.
Right. You want your green energy bull crap?
I mean, I'm living down there.
Go do it.
I'm down in southern Illinois, Carbondale University. I don't want to pay for Chicago's.
No, that's right. Absolutely. And, the rest of the nation is like, I don't want to pay for your $368 million green energy boondoggle. I don't want to do that. No, I'm not going to. You know what? You go ahead and do that. We're going to use fossil fuels.
I'd like to drill.
Okay?
I'd like to have some gasoline.
We're going to drill. We're going to frack. We're going to do all of these things, and let's see who winds up better. I mean, if the temperature rises here over Texas by 8 degrees, then okay, we'll cut back a little bit maybe. But I don't see that happening, frankly.
I think if we break maybe 10 degrees, we make a change.
And let's see. I mean, you guys take all your measures for clean energy. Go do it. Knock yourself out. Tax and spend as much as you want. We don't have to be a part of that. It's coming. I think it's coming.
I mean, there's definitely a strong
people
case
are sick
to
of
be
it.
made. Yeah,
I
don't know that there's enough, and so you still have still have big media blasting it so that you're made to look like the crazy ones because you want that.
Right. Yes, you
so
are.
It's gonna have. There's going to have to be a little bit more to get over that crazy hump.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. It's very possible.
But more and more people are having these votes, and they're saying, "Look, we don't. No, we don't want your liberal policies.
Listen to us too."
And if you're not going to, well, then you know what? We're going to leave.
Yeah.
You go ahead and do what you want. We're going to form our own thing here, which would create another state, and we can't have that. We already discussed it.
We already don't. We're not adding a star. Okay, we're not doing that for you.
So if you want to join, I don't know, Michigan,
whatever,
then
if they want you, fine. Okay, maybe Kentucky. I don't know. Whatever states around there, that's fine.
Somebody who bumps up against you, go ahead and join them.
We're not giving a new star. Yeah, that's not happening.
You could do a weird border redraw,
fine.
like
that's
Idaho's
fine,
about to do. And
that's fine.
If that works for you, then fine.
To be honest, I don't care if it works for you. We're not giving you another star, okay? So just draw the map.
Or maybe you want to join Canada. That's fine too. Whatever. I don't know how you'd make that contiguous, but in fact, you can't. Let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. Trying to sell your home can be really challenging and certainly stressful, and that's why you need a real estate agent who's going to come in and help you really take charge and make some great decisions that help you sell your home quickly and for the most amount of money. This didn't happen in Glenn's case, and that's why he started this company. He had a bad realtor in Connecticut, and Didn't sell his house for, I don't know, 2 years, 2.5 years. And he wound up getting $38.95 for it. That's just not adequate.
No, it's not.
You know,
it's not. He was
especially
disappointed.
if you would have seen his house, it was worth more, slightly more than $38.95. So you don't want that to happen, and that's why Glenn and his team have really vetted these agents across the country to make sure that they're the best in the business. Plus, they're fans of the show, because we don't want you to have to go around with somebody who's liberal and pisses you off as you're looking for homes, because that just doesn't work. So whether you're buying or selling or you're doing both because you're relocating, Real Estate Agents I Trust is the way to go. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
You've been seeing all the did you find something there?
I forgot that, we talked earlier about Michelle Obama and the hair straightening and the pressure to
that she's a victim.
That she's a victim.
She was picked on by Americans because she couldn't wear her hair the way she wanted to.
Correct.
We just weren't ready for it. We
weren't
ready.
ready for it. But I wasn't
Jeffy.
aware that in March, the House passed the Crown Act, which bans race-based hair discrimination. I wasn't aware.
What?
I wasn't aware that, there was hair discrimination going on.
I didn't know either. What kind of hair discrimination? So what kind of hair is being discriminated against?
All kinds of hair. There will be no hair discrimination happening.
I didn't know there was any happening.
It says here 80% of African American women said they felt pressure to change their natural hair to look more acceptable to their non-black peers. That's on them.
Yeah.
That's not on me.
Yeah. Did anybody tell you, hey, you know what? I don't like your hair. Go change it. It looks too African American. I don't want it here. Nobody says that. Come on.
There was a couple interviews I saw that tried to make that case.
Yeah.
That they were told that.
Well, if they were told that, then the employer should be
absolutely
fined,
whatever,
sued, whatever.
But now they can't now. Because of the Crown Act, which bans race-based.
So none of that will ever happen again. Good.
That's
race-based hair discrimination.
Okay.
Oh man, is there anything else we can get into?
Okay.
Race-based hair discrimination.
Go ahead. I just started laughing at the Crown Act.
Yeah, I love that. Oh. I've never heard of the Crown Act.
I have not. Have you? Either. No. And I'm bummed because I'm going to have to stop my hair discrimination now.
Man,
now that I know that there's a rule out there from the House.
Have you been following what's going on with Candace Cameron Bure?
Oh yeah.
So I think it was late last week. She left the Hallmark Channel.
Yeah.
And people jumped all over
she decided she wanted to go to a more family-friendly place.
Yep. How dare she? How dare she? What a bigot. What a hater. What a homophobe.
It's ridiculous.
It's
absolutely ridiculous. The network she went to, I'm familiar with that network because I believe some people here in this neck of the woods are affiliated with that she went to. That American network or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's out of the DFW area.
Oh, it is?
Just as a side note. Yeah,
oh, really?
I'm pretty sure that is.
I don't know that I have that channel. Do most people have it?
Yeah, I don't remember.
I don't know what channel it is.
Where it's all the whole shakeout of
but
that.
I'm kind of psyched about it because they're going to have Christmas shows now too.
Right. Oh, of course the world is, right? The world has Christmas shows. They make hundreds a year now. They just crank them out.
Okay, here's an example of how many Christmas shows there are. Just Candace Cameron Bure in 12 years with Hallmark. Okay, 12 years. She made 32 Christmas shows. 32!
It's good work if you can get it.
That's like almost 3 a year.
Yeah, it's good work. She's cranking them out.
She's cranking them.
That's why I
That's crazy.
We did the Christmas twist.
Right, yes. We've done one in 10 years. She did 32 in 12. But, good for her for going to a place where, she's more comfortable. And people just won't leave her alone over it. You have to conform to their wishes or you're going to get bludgeoned to death now.
It's really agonizing.
I can't take it.
I mean, if she'd have just said, I went there for financial reasons.
Then that'd probably be fine.
That's okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, if you're just a mercenary, we're fine with that. But don't you dare have principles. Don't you dare have religious beliefs. We can't abide that.
Right.
What a country we've become. It's just really sad.
And
it's really, really sad.
And if you and many people will say that it's good, but if you watch the Hallmark Channel for any amount of time, and I may have caught a few shows.
I may have as well.
The holiday season and beyond. You can definitely tell
they've changed.
Absolutely.
You bet they have.
And it started out kind of gradual. They kept throwing they were doing 12 movies a year or whatever it was. So it started out, where you a little here, a little there, and then
now there's about 40.
It was just like, we're done.
I don't know if there's 40 or 50 new ones a year, plus the ones they've already made. So there's a slew of them.
Yes.
But in almost all the new ones now, they have to jam in a certain amount of gayness. They have to.
I mean,
I guess
you have
it's
to.
their thing now. And sometimes it's the main characters. Oh, okay. Well, if you like that, that's great.
Yeah, absolutely.
But can I not like it if I want to? No, I can't.
No,
so believe me, I love it.
I don't even want you asking the question.
Best.
I don't want you asking the question.
Yeah, I have to enjoy those shows as well.
Yes.
It's just like that gay movie that came out this fall. What was it called? Brothers or something?
Bros.
Bros. Yeah. I don't know. Something. And the star of it, when it bombed the first weekend, said,
of course,
if you don't go to my movie, you're a homophobe. Shut up.
Okay. You got me.
So I have to watch that it's obviously not my preference. Otherwise, I'd be gay, right?
Well, you may be gay and not know it.
Not pretty sure not now. Not at this point. I'm pretty well settled on where I am. So it's not that. But not that there's anything wrong with that.
Have you talked to your medical professional?
No, because he'd probably tell me I should. How do you know until you try it?
I mean, that's actually a good point.
I mean, we're not going to be okay as a society until we're all gay now. Either gay or trans or both. You can be gay and trans, but you can't be hetero. And cis.
No, we don't like
you. Can't be cisgendered, and you can't be heterosexual because that's just not cool anymore.
Not cool at all.
And I think that's really true.
And you better, what's your pronouns?
My pronouns are she, him, they, them, it.
I like that.
Yeah. So I've got a bunch. I got a bunch of pronouns I've adopted. Do you?
It's
like it?
It's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. It is a good pronoun to have.
It is, right?
Pronoun? It.
It. My pronouns are
it.
Just it. In fact, I think I'm going to limit it to just it.
Just it. You know what? Just call me that. Just call me it.
Hey, I was talking to it the other day, and I like it.
I know.
It's got a nice ring to it.
Good. I know.
Works well. It works well.
That's what I said. It looks good.
So, I guess we got to come around to this.
Well,
right?
We have to. It's a must. Or
we're being browbeaten into coming around to it.
There's no doubt about that. We're definitely being browbeaten, and they haven't stopped, and so.
And I don't have a problem. If you want to live that lifestyle, I don't care what you're doing in your bedroom. I honestly don't. I just don't want all of it jammed into my face. I don't want that.
Just make good shows.
I don't try to jam my stuff into your face.
But just being you do.
Do I?
Just being you,
just being me does
yes.
that. Oh, I'm
just
sorry. I'm sorry. I need to apologize then.
White,
I made you a victim, haven't I? I'm an oppressor, and you're a victim.
Damn it! You are.
Darn! Ah, dang it! Darn! Oh, darn! Wish I hadn't done that.
Do you?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do.
You're still you. That's what.
I'm trying to change.
Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully, I'll be gay by tomorrow.
Well,
we'll see. What a world. What a world. How often do we use that phrase? What a world. At least multiple times a week.
Absolutely.
At least. Because it's just inconceivable. How many times do we use that? And of course...
You keep using the word.
Right.
I don't think it means what you think it means.
No, you're probably right. All right, we'll see you again tomorrow. I'm going to fill in for Glenn again coming up, and then we'll be back here for Unleashed tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.